everyone, I'm RaDona from Boys and Girls Hairstyles. Today I have Tonya with me and we are doing a change for her. She's a sweetheart. This is the first time I've known her, but this is the first time I am doing her hair. So I'm really excited just to change it a little. She wants it, you know, short and messy. She likes the short and messy. Now back here, she's gonna do this messy also. But what I'm gonna do is through this area with the color, we are gonna start with a 7 double N. I just used a 10 volume, which is deposit only. And so instead of doing a whole window back here of the brown, she just wants a light brown. The 7N is a light brown. So I'm just putting this in throughout the bottom. I'm not gonna put any of the light color into it yet because I want it more of the brown, more natural kind of throughout the bottom. Plus, if you go too short on the cut, which we're gonna leave it a little longer so she can wear it kind of messy, but through this bottom area, we're gonna want to have it a little bit more just on the brown side instead of the light, because we don't want it to look splotchy with the blonde. So I'm just bringing the color throughout the bottom a little bit. I appreciate Tonya doing this so much. She doesn't love videos like my mom. And so she's so sweet to do this. But Tonya, I always tell my mom, I'm like, well, do you want your hair done? Well, yeah, of course. Okay, well then, sorry. Smile at the camera. I always tease her. She just gets camera shy and everybody loves her, you know? So I'm like, oh, Mom, it's fine. Okay, so you can see I'm just doing, you know, a layer above that of the other foils. I also added the oil to my colors. The oil will help the color last. It will help it shine, and it also will condition it and make it a lot more shiny. So, love the oil in my colors. Okay, so I'm just taking another little section above that one. And the weave I'm doing just medium to fine. She wants it just more blended, the color, but yet she wants those lighter pieces in there. So it doesn't look like, you know, just a light brown color. We're gonna add some highlighting in there so it will show some dimension with this brown. Okay, so the middle here. Okay. You doing all right, Tonya?
Yep.
Okay, good deal. She's already been to work this morning. She already worked 4 hours. So it's the best then. Come get pampered for a little bit.
Definitely.
Then your day goes great after that. Other than it's hard to want to do anything after because it feels so good and relaxing. Except for you, you're always on the go, so you won't stop. You won't relax when you get home.
I might fall asleep early.
Right, yeah, might be one of those days, huh?
It might be.
Okay, you guys, I'm coming up just a little bit further. You can tell that, you know, I just want to keep that brown throughout this area because it's going to be so short too up top. You don't want the blonde down too far in the back. Like I say, you just don't want it like splotchy or stripy. So what's nice about weaving this brown in is it's going to add a little bit of depth to what's there. Not a ton, just a little bit because it's a lighter brown, but it will color all those in. So it's gonna add some depth in there, a little tiny bit darker, And then it's gonna look really pretty up through the top when we pull the blonde throughout, because it'll have those highlights throughout also. Okay, now, as soon as I get this one done, I'm gonna show you guys the sides, and then we'll go up in a mohawk section up here. And the thing is, you guys, with weaving, especially with short hair, it's really good. It's not like you have to have your hair parted into certain sections to color it. You need to picture, you know, where the hair is gonna fall and what colors you need where, and you can actually just add the foils in where you need them. You know what I mean? So you're not doing a section here, section there, section there. Just add the color where you think it looks the best. And then that way it's kind of like art. You have your, you know, canvas there. You just picture what's gonna go where. Okay, so you can tell I'm just coming around this side for the sides. So the brown can be just right on the bottom here in the front to kind of match around with the brown in the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna turn her around and we're gonna look at where the foils are and picture the haircut. Okay, so you're picturing the hair a little bit darker down here. You know, I'm actually gonna do one more row of the brown and then we'll start the light. And like I say, that's just again because I'm picturing how it's gonna dry out with the haircut. So the brown right through here, one more section around. Even in the front, we're gonna wanna do one more in the front. And the 10 volume is obviously deposit only. So that means, I mean, it's totally fine to cover that whole strand of hair, which it'll be different with the blonde. So I'll show you guys that in just a second. So you can see how I'm just kind of coming around the head. I'm not making sections. I'm just kind of coming around the head to blend this. Okay, so I'm here on the sides, and like I said, the weaving pattern, you can you see that? It's not super fine and it's not way thick. That's really good for the look she's going for. Okay. All right, now we're coming over here, and this will be the last row of the brown. In fact, after this brown, maybe next time, Tonya, you'll come back and say, yeah, I think I'm good to go a little darker. All right. So we'll see, but that's my thinking. I think you'll like it enough. You'll be like, yeah, let's just add a little more depth, but we'll see.
All right.
I'm not putting words in your mouth, I promise. It's just kind of fun to think and hear what clients, you know, say after they come back and what I'm thinking in my head. Like, oh, I bet they're gonna go lighter next time, or ooh, I bet they like that and they're gonna add more. And they come back and if they say it, I'm like, yep. That's what I was thinking. Okay, so there's the brown through that area. Now, that's what I'm gonna do also, is I'm just gonna start adding some blonde throughout her hair. And again, I'm just doing little sections, or little, not sections, little weave patterns. Now, if you are using bleach, Some people don't like to use bleach. They feel like they don't, anyway, some people don't like to use it. Me, I do. If the ends are super blonde, you don't want to go over those ends because it will over process those ends. So you definitely don't want to do that. So you can see I'm just kind of coming around the head, just picturing where the blonde's going to be. Okay, I'm gonna redo that one. The reason being is because I had a spot that was too thick and I don't want a big blonde spot right there. I want it really even. So I'm just gonna redo that one. Okay. Okay, little section there. So the ends in some places are a little lighter. Where they are, you just want to gonna kind of go over them a little like this. Don't really saturate it a ton. Okay, so again, I'm picturing where I'm putting this blonde. Okay. Oh, you're getting all tinfoiled up. When I turn you around, you'll be all silver. Okay. I'm just barely getting those. Okay, so I'm picturing the dark, the light. We need to come up a little bit higher. So what I mean by that, so I'm gonna do a little bit of brown right here. Actually, you know what? I'm not. That's gonna be enough brown through here. So I'm gonna add the blonde here. Like I said, just kind of picture where you're going with this. Okay, a little bit of blonde here through this side. This will be fun too, Tonya, when you go to, you know, stand your hair up or go to do it messy. Having both those colors in there will really help that too. So that'll be fun. It'll show the texture of your haircut, you know?
Yeah.
Instead of more of one color, it always helps to have some dimension in there for sure. And what's good about, you know, this light brown that we're using is, you know, it's not going to be that big of a contrast that you feel like you're going to have like chunks in there, or lines, or, you know what I mean? It's more blended, like I feel like you love, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yet you do love dimension, right? But just not like over the top. Okay, and then I'm going to do one section here, and I'm gonna do the top here in just a minute. So you want to get close to, as close to the root as you can, but not overlapping, because what happens is the bleach can swell, and if it swells, it's going to run out of the foils. So there's a line of, oh, I need it pretty close, but not overly close, because then it will leak out. You don't want little tiger stripes. And you don't want, your bleach too runny, because then it definitely will run out. And you don't want it too thick, because you want it to process well. So it's just one of those things that you play with, for consistency of how you like it, what works best. Okay, so I have the blonde there. Now what I'm gonna do is do a brown next. All right. Do brown. And blonde. See, you kind of want to see like where their part is. I always love to go through the part, more of a mohawk section through their part, because I feel like you can really get to the root and see where their style's going. So, and my point to that is, say you come up all the way this way, if you have that blonde in the part and it's not all the way to the scalp, it could look funny or look like you already have regrowth. So that's why I would rather kind of do a mohawk down the middle. Like I say, you don't have to section it off, but it definitely, see those ends were dark, I needed to get those. Okay, so that one was the blonde. Then I'm going to do one more blonde. So I'm going to do 2 blonde to 1 brown, okay? Okay, you guys, so this last one that I just did was a blonde. Now, in her front area right here, I'm actually gonna do 3 blonde. You know, I've only been doing the 2 blonde, 1 brown, 2 blonde, 1 brown. In the front, I just wanted a little brighter around her face. So we're gonna do 3 blonde, just in this front. That's what I'm saying, like when you can picture what's going on in the color, just kind of picture that. I just wanted a little brighter around her front. So 1 more blonde, and then we'll do the brown. Okay. And just so you guys know, you know, we're gonna put a before and after picture of her hair, but her haircut will be on the next video. So just so you guys know, so you can watch for her haircut, but we definitely will put a before and after so you can see it. Okay, and then this is the brown. Okay, then I'm going to show you what's left through this area. So she obviously parts from the right to the left. I always like to do, you know, finish this side before I do this side, so this can process all the way through. I mean, they both can, but I like to do that. Now this, so I can see, I want a blonde through this area because I did bright through her bangs, 3 there. So you can imagine the blonde coming down. You want some more blonde. You don't want it like brown right here where she's gonna have some blonde up through the front. So we definitely want to go blonde with this last foil here. Okay, then there's same thing here. Just gonna move this hair out of the way. Okay, and we're gonna do 1 more blonde here. Okay, so 1 more blonde here. We will be set for her to process. All right, you guys, I appreciate you watching this. I'm excited for you guys to see the before and afters. I'm glad that Tonya let us do it. I'm gonna turn her around 1 more time so you can see her cute face in these foils. Okay, see you guys in a little bit. Thanks.